up, everybody? Gordon here again, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to talk about Texas Tech football, what I think is going to happen, and some big moves taking place. Be sure to tune in Sunday for a Sunday short. Maybe Monday morning, will depend, school, work, yay. But today we're going to talk about Texas Tech football. This is kind of something that we're getting to the end of the spring here. Texas Tech baseball has still got a long summer ahead of them. And I will probably cover them next week, given that they still have a few more games. And I'd really like to see how this entire Baylor series plays out before I really make any more assessments. So with that said, I just want to start out by saying that I really like where Matt Wells and company are going. I really like this. They went out and got a new quarterback. Bowman was not developing into the guy for us, for Tech, that I think Tech needed. Went out and got Tyler Shuck, and really like that move. I like a guy, this is a guy that was recruited by Oregon. Oregon's known to have good quarterbacks. It's kind of their thing. Texas Tech, also known to have good quarterbacks. Go look at the record books. I'm not saying there's a lot of Texas Tech quarterbacks in that record book, but there's a lot of quarterbacks in the record book, like the NCAA record book. Texas Tech has a lot of those records. I'm looking at you, B.J. Simmons, Sonny Cumbie, Graham Harrell. I don't think Cliff owns any of those anymore, but those three guys especially, you'll see their name a lot. So here's what I'm looking at. We now got a new quarterback. We now got a new offensive coordinator. I really like that hire. I like bringing a guy back who brings excitement, who also, by the way, has a track record already in that position. We're not taking him from a position and moving him to another one. He has a track record in the Big 12 of being a good offensive coordinator for a team. He's already said, I'm not going to bring the TCU offense here. I want to do other things. He worked within the Gary Patterson school of thought, and now he's going to be able to expand upon that palette. I really like that. I really want to see what Sonny Cumbie can do, because Sonny Cumbie did play under Mike Leach. He has coached under Gary Patterson, so he understands what it's like to coach under a coach who really believes in defense and is defense first. And TCU has had a pretty decent offense over the last several years under Sonny Cumbie. So I think that's an exciting move. I really like the fact that the offense has done things. There are question marks. Eric Izukama is now out for, they're saying, several months with a broken arm. So there are going to be some questions at the receiver position. Obviously, that's not ideal. But let's be totally honest here real quick and say that Texas Tech has been known historically to take receivers that are kind of just nobodies and have them play really well for them. Wes Welker, Michael Crabtree, by the way, played quarterback in high school with Dallas Carter. They don't have these 5-star recruits at receiver that come in and do really well. They have guys that come in and work their butt off and then do well. So hopefully, he can get, Izukama can get healthy quickly, because man, that's a huge piece to that offense. But in the meantime, I think that there are still other things that we can look forward to there. Defensively, Texas Tech has made moves. And let me tell you, folks, I've been watching Texas Tech football for literally my entire life. Literally. This defense, not that there's a lot of competition, but they may be the best defense that Tech's had in a long time. They've added a lot of depth at the defensive back position, and I really like that. I really, really cannot express how much I like that. Defensive back depth, especially in the Big 12, that throws the football a lot. There's a lot of throwing. There's a lot of just slinging the ball around the yard by everybody and their dog. I really like that. I like that they're like, listen, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're a project, whatever. We'll take you. Come to us. We will fix you. Or we'll just let you play, let you ball out. We'll let you do your thing. There's been a lot of guys come, there's a lot of defensive backs come here. There's a lot of, I honestly, I wanted to make this video specifically because as I was looking, I was going, man, this is going to be more exciting than I really thought. And we'll be back to capacities. Like, we'll have people in the stands and screaming people and people that are adding to this environment, giving the players on the field that extra oomph that they may or may not need. I don't know. But, I'm really excited. And I wanted to make this piece especially because, as we've come through the the departure of one Mr. Beard, a lot of focus has been given to the basketball team. And understandably so, right? I've also talked in brief about the baseball team. Understandably so. Texas Tech baseball is doing really well, and I do plan on doing another piece about them probably middle of next week, partly because of the fact that they have a big series with Baylor that is currently ongoing. So I am curious to see how that goes for them before I really kind of go. Previously, I talked about the Texas series coming up at the end of the month. But this Baylor series is looking to be a little more serious than I anticipated. But I think Matt Wells really is. I think Matt Wells is really making splash over here, and I think it's gone unnoticed largely because we expect mediocrity at best from Texas Tech football over the last several years. But I really think Matt Wells is giving us enough of a reason to get excited, and I really appreciate that. So shout out to you, Matt Wells. Thank you, Coach, for really putting an effort because, at this point, there's a lot of, there's a lot of people who have kind of been like, yeah, we like Tech football. We're going to go to the games. We expect them to lose. It's sad, but there are some people out there that are like that. And if we can start winning a couple games, so let me know what you guys think. Please hit up in the comments. I really would like to know how you guys feel. Are you excited with the new moves that we're making? Picking up guys like Tyler Shuck and the loss of Easy is concerning. But I am curious to see what you guys think. Do you think that the addition of a guy like Reggie Pearson Jr. Out of Wisconsin, do you think that these additions are going to be things that are beneficial? Are they reason to get excited, or are they just kind of, are you nonplussed by it? Let me know. I'm really curious to see what other people think about this. So, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll have a video out either tomorrow or Monday, and then check middle of next week, probably Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in that range. Check out. I'll have another video coming up. We're going to focus a little more on Tech baseball on that one, and I'll see you guys soon. Reckham Tech.